Well, hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Always a pleasure. I got a nice video to do after this, but I figured I would throw this one in, which I've been meaning to do, which doesn't really matter, but, you know, as long as I don't put, give it a cold steel tag or a Spyderco tag or, something else tag like Cutlery Lover does, hey, look at my, and it's, I hate it when he does that, I bought bread, and he puts a cold steel tag. I don't give a fuck. It wouldn't show up if he didn't put a cold steel tag in there, or Spyderco, or all the other tags he puts in. It wouldn't show up. I don't give a fuck if he bought bread or not. Look at my Cheeto. I got Cheetos. Cold steel? No. Never mind. I'm on a fucking rant. Ain't that something new? Anyway, look, the other day the power went out. Which, is typical out here. The power always goes out. But, this time it went out for from 7:30 to 12:30 a.m. And we all know that it's hot. But it was hotter. It was a hot August night. Come to find out, I drove down the road to take a look, and here's a little clip of it while I'm running my mouth. Guy had went off the road. There's also a ladder in the middle of the road. I don't know if that was his ladder and it fell out when he hit the power pole, but you could see the tire tracks, which, skidded and tore and everything else right in line with the power pole. Well, I knocked the power pole in half in two pieces, and the lines went down and the lines went across the street down. So, of course, it took a little bit longer, for them to come out and, put a new pole in, get the lines up, and it was hot. And it was hotter. And I had these flashlights. I got my mag light. Yeah. Or not my mag light. Fuck mag light. Mag light sucks. This is my stream light. And it has 3 different modes. And strobe. Yeah, strobe somehow. But anyway, so I had it on high, and on high it'll burn through the batteries pretty good, and it gets rather hot. But it lasts a while, and it has a battery charger that I got on the wall, and I keep it in there, and so on and so forth. Well, eventually, after 6 hours of just walking back and forth and not using it too much, I should have put it on low, but the batteries went, the battery light died on me. So that's okay. And then 30 minutes later, my phone battery died. But that's okay, too. You see, in the truck, I got me a Stanley big battery jump charger with USB, and it has an air hose and does all sorts of weird shit. And I could put a USB thing in there and then charge my phone. And, I said, hell with it. So I'm just sitting there in the dark. I also have a generator. But I figured by the time I pull that generator out and get it started, the power's going to come on. Because they're already working on it, and they're really good and efficient. I said, to hell with this. I'm just sitting there in the dark. I mean, it's just pitch black. And I said to myself, Ken, you need to do something about this. There's a fix. So what I did was, ta-da, from electricity. Well, E-Tech City, E-Tech something or other, what the fuck. Okay? So, get that hot ass hat off. Anyway, it's cooler inside than it is outside. I don't know. So anyway, so what I did was, this was $27. You get 4 of them, and they give you fucking batteries. I says, alright, I got one in the truck, one I keep in the house, it was this one, and it's a nifty little thing. And now the batteries, you see, I was wondering, well, where's my batteries? Well, what it is the batteries are right here. They're already inside. But they have one turned upside down with a little plastic thingy, and it's upside down, and it's not going to, they're not going to operate, Now, if you want to operate this one, you just turn it back, right side up. But it comes in a very nice package, very spiffy, and little handles. And I'll show you the other one as soon as I get this other one back in the bag. So, you got friends, you got enemies, you got neighbors, you got whatever, you know, you got 4 of them. You can put one in every room. One over here, one over there, and just, you know, one in the vehicle, and, you know, here the lights go out, bam! You know, you stumble your way over to your lantern, and what you do, and I'll put a link in the description on where this is on Amazon. But, that's all it is. It's this big. It's not big at all. And these little handles come up. You can hang it on something, you know, if you wanted to, you know, or carry it daintily like a little purse. What you do is you just pull it out. Okay? And the more you pull it out, it's not as bright, you know. So you pull it out more, and it gets brighter. Until you're extended all the way and you're putting out some light. Now they say these batteries last 50 hours. That's what it says in the reviews too. That's pretty fucking spiffy. So you give 4 of them. They call it a camping lantern or utility, and when you're not using it, you just close it up and it turns off. See, it's off. There, now it's off. Now it's on. Flame on. Flame off. You know, in England they call this a torch. This is a torch. We call it a flashlight. What are we gonna do? Eat tea and crumpets, I guess. So anyway, so that's it. I'll go on to the next video. I was gonna wait, but you know, we'll see, and go get my other shit. And I'll do a knife video, because I know you really love them fucking knife videos. But hey, check this out. It's good to have in the dark. You know, be prepared. Yeah, but, you know, this is something really good. You can save your flashlight, you know, for what you need to save it for. Have one in the vehicle. You can walk along with it, you know, why if you're walking at night, you know, and hopefully, you know, fucking drunk person that likes to run over fucking telephone poles doesn't run your ass over. Alright, I gotta go. I'm terribly fucking busy. We'll see you. Thanks for joining me. It's always a fucking pleasure.